Good evening and welcome to a night of Prairie Grove Tiger basketball. On the behalf of the administration, Superintendent Alan Williams, Assistant Superintendent Vol Woods, Athletic Director Coach Mike Green, Principal Ron Bond, and Assistant Principal Joey Sorters, along with all the coaches involved, Shelly Dugan, Kevin Froud, Steve Edmondson, and Ulysses Ruley, they want to thank you for joining us for tonight's games. The broadcasts of tonight's games are made possible through PG Telco, the providers of PGTigersOnline.com. PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress. Ozark Delight, America's #1 fundraising lollipops. Lewis Automotive, serving all of Northwest Arkansas since 1947. The Bank of Fayetteville, we're banking on your potential. Sterling Drug, serving Prairie Grove since 1918. Flowers and Friends, flowers, gifts, and more with a hometown touch. Steak and Shake, famous for steak burgers, shakes, malts, and a whole lot more, just south of the Northwest Arkansas Mall. J&B Auto, Prairie Grove's bumper-to-bumper parts store. And by Frederick's One Stop, the one stop for all your needs when you're on the go. Tonight's broadcast is made possible through the generous donations of PG Telco, providers of PGTigersOnline.com, and by the Prairie. Ozark Delight Lollipops are America's #1 fundraising lollipop. We produce our lollipops the old-fashioned way in small batches, ensuring flavor intensity to the last lick. Mass-produced, machine-made lollipops are simply inferior, and you and your customers can taste the difference. From the production to customer service to everything in between, Ozark's Delight does it right. So whether you're ordering for the next fundraising project or just need some of your favorite flavors, we're here to help. Click our website, ozarkdelight.com, or call us toll-free at 1-800-334-8991.
Go to the court.
PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress. But what does that mean to you? It means that you get to keep up with all your sporting events associated with Prairie Grove Athletics on a website furnished and maintained by PG Telco. It means that the folks at PG Telco have an interest in you, your kids, your school, and your community. And they're focused on progress. They're committed to bringing you the very latest in technology for your home or your office. For telephone, internet, long distance, or direct TV, think PG Telco. Built on community, focused on progress. Whether in sports or banking, competition is healthy for a community. If you consider all the choices you have in banking today, the Bank of Fayetteville stands out. The founders of the Bank of Fayetteville realize the importance of giving back to the community, not only for the Tigers on the field tonight, but for the future Tigers to come. The Bank of Fayetteville believes that the folks of Prairie Grove have great potential, and they have that one goal in mind to help you reach that potential. You see, with this thought process in mind, the community wins. The Bank of Fayetteville, banking on your potential.
We're back with you, getting ready for the starting lineups. And now, the Prairie Grove alma mater being sang. Those that may be watching us tonight, just want to let you know we are doing a little bit of testing, trying a couple different things, and we started that off tonight. So if you find a technical difficulty here or there, that's okay. We're like I said, we are experimenting tonight. So,
and Kendall, Kendall, Lynn, no comment page too.
Yeah, there'll be no comment page tonight. We had the long story short, we're going through the school internet system tonight, and the comment page is down for tonight. But we'll be getting that ready for the next game. So tonight, if you have a comment or something,
they know my
go ahead.
Phone number, they can text me.
Might not want to give that out over the World Wide Web, but I'll tell you, if you do have, go ahead and make a comment. I can check those after the game. You'll be able to use the comment section, but we won't. So. As Greenland comes out. Sounds like they got a lot of seniors starting tonight, Derek.
Yeah, I noticed a lot of seniors were on their roster. I didn't know exactly how many would contribute for them or not, but
yeah, it's, you talked about these two coaches knowing each other so well. In the junior high game tonight, it was intense, all the way through, and they both want to win that game real badly, and I think it'll be that way again tonight.
There's bragging rights on the line when these two teams, and especially these two coaches, match up with one another.
Number 3, Michelle Sargis, starting at guard tonight for the Tigers. Whitney Fitz, she's a junior. Lacey Beeks is a sophomore, and she played a lot last year as a freshman, Derek.
Yeah, contributed a lot for us. Kind of our sixth man last year, and this year she's having to step up.
Brooke Barnett, as she comes out, she's also definitely a playmaker on the court, getting a lot of rebounds, loose balls, and of course,
without a doubt, she's going to be where the action is. Most often than not, she's going to find a way to get her hands on the ball, and usually comes away with the ball.
And lastly, coming out is the 6-foot junior Justine Huber, who's now, she started as a freshman, a sophomore, now in her junior year. It's great that we'll have her around another year, but these Lady Tigers are well experienced, and they go a few deep on the bench as well.
Yeah, we saw at Lincoln the other night, the first game of the year. Huber really came out and made her presence known. She scored 17 points and led all scorers in that game, and really established herself early. And we may not be able to play this game, Lynn. There's no basketball out on the court. I saw Coach Froud going down to his office to come up with the ball. There it is. That would help to play this game.
Yeah, gotta have something to put in the hole. Well, they're getting ready for the jump. 2 6-footers here going at it. And the Tigers control the ball. Fitz with it on the right side of the court. The cheering section is alive and well for Greenland tonight.
Yeah, Greenland brought a pretty good crowd over here tonight.
It says that Hips is 6 foot. I don't believe that's the case.
Yeah, and I could have copied that down. we got a hard copy there on the roster, Lynn, so I could have made a few mistakes.
That's Sargis for 3. Bottom! What a way to start the game, Derek. 3-zip goes the Tigers.
You know, she missed her first 5 or 6 the other night at Lincoln. That's a good start for her and a great start for the Lady Tigers.
Fitz with a steal. And she's gonna get called for double dribble. Yeah, she may have missed 3, but this court's very familiar to her, Derek.
Yeah, a little more comfortable at home as most people are, and that was a really nice play on the inbounds play, and then a really nice shot by Michelle. Get us started on a good note.
Hips bringing the ball around, and then there's number 23. That is Caitlin Johnson. Back to Hips. Hips working it. There's Johnson for 3, and she's got a three-pointer. We're all tied at 3. Lamsargas bringing the ball down. And Vince quickly down the court stops. Nice play there by Holland Craze. Is that the way you pronounce that, Derek?
Holland Craze. And the only reason I know that, Lynn, is she used to go to school here at Prairie.
All right.
So we're kind of familiar with her.
Well, she's a junior. She's a senior, 5'10" senior. And Fitz misses the first of 2 free throws. Fitz got down the court really quick that time.
Yeah, really nice job. And Coach Fry likes to see the ball pushed up the floor. Really, when we got an athletic team as we do this year, he's going to really stress that in his practices.
She makes 1 of 2, and the Tigers go up 4-3.
We talked about early, it's going to be really important we get out on their shooters, and that first trip down the floor, they got an open shot on us, so we're going to have to match up with them.
Craze is called for a travel there, just barely hit their pivot foot there a little bit.
Yeah, drug it a little bit, it looked like from here.
Lamsargas bringing it down, and the Tigers are in their half-court offense. Over to Beeks. There's Huber for 3, it's off. Hips with the rebound.
You know, Justine hit a few of those the other night against Lincoln.
She sure did. Started off. Absolutely. Yep. Johnson bringing it around. She drives. Nice move. Rebounded by Huber. Gets it down quickly to Fitz. Fitz stops, pulls up, and gets the 2. Tigers up 6-3. 6:22 to go in the first quarter. Hips seems to be the one handling the ball the most there for the Pirates.
Yeah, and Coach Froud hasn't done any of his trapping in the full court defense, just been man-to-man pressure, hard man-to-man pressure all the way up the floor.
Johnson again for 3. This time she's off, rebounded, and lost. Two Tigers went after it. Now Huber, and now she's going to get called, or she was fouled, I believe, by number 24. That's Cambry Ricker.
And that's her second foul, Lynn.
And that's 2 quick fouls on Ricker, and that's the team's second foul. So not a good way for Ricker to start the game.
Yeah, really quick 2 fouls there. First 2 minutes of the ball game. That's not how you want to start off. But they're going to have somebody come in and step up for them off the bench. These defenses look vaguely familiar, don't they, Lynn?
Hell, yes, they do. There's Lamsargas. She takes a 3, no good. Down with rebound number 41, Anna Rogers, and Rogers going to bring it down herself. And she drives. She's going to pull out, gives it out to Craze. Johnson with the ball, trying to take on Huber, and now Hips. Nice crossover. And we're in the middle of the Greenland section, Derek, in our call tonight, and they weren't pleased with that call at all.
Yeah, it actually kind of looked like a pretty good jump stop to me, Lynn. I don't know about you, but...
Oh, that's going to go off the Tigers.
Well, they get the ball back anyway, so...
A little justice there probably done.
And here we go. Now we're going to see some hard full-court pressure here from the Lady Tigers. And they're going to trap it right there.
Yeah, but Barnett didn't get over there quick enough that time, and when you get out, she was kind of out of position. When that happens, you're going to get called for...
Yeah, it kind of would have been better just to let her go around us right there, or maybe try to take a charge, but we got the foul. Oh, good steal there by Fitz. We've got numbers here if we'll press it.
Oh, nice finish by Huber. finally got my phone. I have a few texts I'm streaming through here, so forgive me for losing the call there for a moment.
You missed a little scoop shot by Huber there. She drove into the lane and hit it.
Nice little drive there by Anna Rogers of the Pirates, and she pulls in within 3. Down quickly to Fitz. Fitz driving around. There's Huber for 3. No good. Fitz with a rebound, and Fitz is all over the court tonight. Lamsargas for 3. Bottom!
Out of little things, Fitz comes up with that offensive rebound, and we get 3 points just because of it.
Fitz has really been hustling.
Yes, she has.
We'll remind you tonight, as always, at the end of the game, we have our Steak and Shake Player of the Game, brought to you by Steak and Shake of Fayetteville. They also have a restaurant in Bentonville as well. I guess just south there in Rogers. Here comes Lamsargas.
Yeah, and Greenland has not shown any full court pressure. It's just been half court, man-to-man. They're going to have to find a hand up on Michelle Lamsargas for sure.
Well, Huber, they're working it in and out. Huber takes a shot. Nice defense there by number 25, Mackenzie Brown. That was nice defense on a much taller player, so good job by Brown of the Pirates. Prairie Grove leading 11-5, 3:15 to go here in the first quarter. Rogers driving and just going to go out of bounds.
She kind of got lucky right there that we knocked the ball out of bounds because she didn't really have a place to go, and she was going to end up stepping out of bounds, but she got rid of the ball and we knocked it out.
Lamsargas is guarding Hips. She takes it all the way, and a blocking foul on Huber. I'm impressed the way Hips took it to the hole that time.
She's a strong ball handler, you can tell, and she's really aggressive with it. She's not afraid to go to the basket. And if she's got an outside shot, that just makes you really a hard player to guard when you can take people off the dribble and then shoot on the outside as well.
Her free throws on the way. It's good. She pulls the Pirates 11. That should be 6 up there, I believe. Second one on the way, and it's no good. So 11-6, Tigers lead. There's Lamsargas again for 3. This one's off. Down with a rebound comes Brown. Hips walked a couple with it on her leg there, and
we didn't hear anything from the Greenland fans.
No, it was pretty quiet on that one.
You know, on that rebound that Huber just made, how many 6-footers in this conference, or maybe even the state, will you see just rebound the ball and dribbled all the way down the floor? That usually doesn't happen, but she's so skilled that she's allowed the freedom to do that.
And there is nice pass there by Beeks. Going to go off the hands. Beeks may have could have taken a shot there, but gave it up. She saw it coming. Probably not a bad play there. Just wasn't able to hang on to it.
Yep. Just wasn't able to execute it.
End of the game is Haley Fitz, the cousin of three-pointer brings the Pirates within 2. They got cut off there. Haley Fitz is the cousin of Whitney Fitz. And she's got the ball now. Whitney.
Dangerous pass.
Number 41 is going to be called for the foul. Anna Rogers, again, Greenland folks aren't happy with that call. It was
that one could have gone either way. It could have been a turnover for us, or it could have been a foul for them. So
Fitz drives a baseline. She's caught down there and gets it out to Haley Fitz. Now Lamsargas pulls it down, drives, and it's going to be an and one for Lamsargas. She took it to the hole. You know, I think a lot of people, because she shoots so many threes, but she can pull the ball down and take it to the hole.
Well, and especially when she's already hit 2 tonight, they were really running at her hard right there, and she did a great job of just shot faking and going right by the defender and laying it up and getting the hand one. And that's 2 fouls on Holland Craze also. So they got 2 starters with 2 fouls here in the first quarter.
Lamsargas completes the old-fashioned three-point play, and the Tigers are up 14-9. Lamsargas already with 9 points in the game, 9 of the Prairie Grove 14.
And like we said, she started off slow, but that's definitely not the case tonight. She's off to a great start.
Craze is being left in there with 2 fouls, and Hip down to Brown. Brown's just... They're going to call Brown for walking. She was trying to make something happen, Derek.
Yeah, she was, and just a little bit too careless with the ball right there. But, you know, with Craze being left in the game, that either tells me she's a really good player or they're not a very deep team, because usually you won't see that in the first quarter. 2 quick fouls, and she stays in the game. Let's see if she can kind of play smart here.
Sargis again driving all the way to the hole, and it's going to be off. Fitz lucky not, well, I was going to say she's lucky not to be calling over the back, but then she gets called for the reach in. That's her first foul, team third. Yeah, so Huber's got, who's all got a foul? Huber, Barnett, and Fitz. And then 2 for Ricker, 2 for Craze, and 1 for Rogers for the Pirates. Coach Barton.
I don't know what he's upset there. He got the foul called. Is there a time issue or a score issue possibly? I don't know what the deal was. I missed it. I've got Greenland down with having 9 points just as the scoreboard does.
Not sure what it was there. Regardless of what it was, Barnett comes out of the game. Fitz tries to get the ball in, and nice little move there by, that was Anna Rogers. Huber comes down, as you said, with the rebound, just brings it on down. Sargis to Fitz, to Beeks. Beeks, little crossover, and now that's Haley Fitz. She's going to give it up to Whitney. Whitney for 3, bottom. Oh! That's our third 3 of the game, and 9 of our 17 have come to the three-point strike. Number 3, that's Miller for 3, no good. Whitney Fitz again with the rebound.
Everywhere, yeah, you're right. You called it from the beginning. She's been all over the place this first quarter.
And now Rogers is going to get her second foul. That's the team 6, so Prairie Grove will play the entire second quarter in the bonus.
And now 3 starters for Greenland with 2 fouls.
That really is a team puts you in a tough position.
Yeah, you've got to play smart. You've got to play under control and try to get to halftime. But, you know, Greenland, they made a couple of substitutions right there, so maybe they've got a little bit of a bench. But
well, Coach Frow's played 7 players, I think, so far.
Yep.
They tried to trick her into taking it. She took the 3 and nailed it into the Greenland cheer fan's face.
Oh, look at that.
Whoa! Who nailed that one? I didn't see who took the shot.
Hibbs hit that one.
Hibbs hit for 3. So they traded 3 points. That was how far out was it?
It was probably about 40 feet is what I'm going to call unofficially. She was behind the volleyball.
So about a Kevin Morton Huntsville shot?
Yeah, it was about like that off the backboard. Very same end of the floor. Yep.
You know, I mentioned that game, and we'll mention that one probably throughout the basketball deal. That was honestly one of the best high school basketball games I've ever watched. Just an exciting game from beginning to end.
And you know, there wouldn't have been room for us sitting up here in that game.
No.
There were people in the lobby. And
we had to be up in that little crow's nest up there for the entire thing.
Yep. Also, you know, Lynn Greenland, in my opinion, has played pretty well this first quarter. We look up, we're up 8 points. I mean,
well, we've hit 3 threes,
yep.
And that's been a big difference. They've hit 2 or 3 themselves, so.
Yeah, they've hit 3. We've actually hit 4 if you count that one.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So, yeah, 4 to 3, and so a lot of threes being thrown up, and Greenland has the ball to start the second quarter. And Hips going to try to start where she finished the first quarter, and like I said, Prairie Grove will be in the bonus the entire second quarter. Sargis guarding Hips. She brings it in. That's number 3, Miller. Back to Hips. over there in the corner. You can definitely tell that Hips is the key player on the Greenland team. Every time someone gets in trouble, they're looking for Hips.
Yeah, she looks to be their leader out on the floor. There, Whitney Fitz did a great job of getting her hand on the ball, coming up another loose ball for her.
Huber trying to slap off. That was Ricker, and that's her third. You know, that little slap that Huber did may have got the ref's attention, and then...
Yeah, we were just talking about, you know, Coach Barton has left 3 of his players out there on the floor with 2 fouls and playing a whole quarter, and that's hard to do when you've got an offensive player that's going to put that pressure on you and kind of make the referee make a call right there.
Huber on the front end of the 1-and-1 knocks it down. 21-12. Prairie Grove has quickly, all of a sudden, it will seem like a close game, and now Prairie Grove, should Huber make this down, it'll go up 10 points. That's off the back of the rim. It looks like we have a violation.
Yeah, we're going to get another shot, I think.
That was Ricker. So a little frustration there, I believe.
And you don't see that call a lot in high school basketball. I used to always think they could call it just about every free throw shot. They actually called that one that time.
Well, that'll give Huber the basket, and Prairie Grove's up by 10, 22-12. And now they're going to get Lumsargis. And I knew at some point, you know, Hips has been attacking Lumsargis. Wait.
They called a moving screen right there.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought at some point Lumsargis has been guarding Hips really close, so I thought they'd called Lumsargis.
I kind of did too at the beginning, and they got a moving screen. That's another call that you don't see a lot.
Oh, Beeks just overthrows Barnett. Coach Brown not happy with that call or with that play.
And there was another chance where maybe Lacey could have taken that shot. So that's the second time we've seen her kind of go in there and try to make an unselfish pass, and unfortunately ended up turning the ball over for us.
Hips is going to pass it up, gives it to Brown. Brown takes it. They're going to call Barnett. Brown's a junior, and she's not afraid to go right at him.
Yeah, Greenland's been pretty aggressive here in this first quarter offensively, and I think they're going to be a pretty balanced team as far as going to the basket and being able to hit some outside shots as well. But Prairie Barnett's second foul too, Lynn.
And you wonder how long Coach Brown, nice play there by Beeks. Oh! No foul. Nice hustle there by Barnett.
Yeah, it really was. We caught a bad break on that outlet pass because Whitney Fitz was wide open down the floor again. She just tripped.
Beeks did the right thing, passed it up, gave it up as she should have, and then looks like she's shaking up a little bit, but she's back her on the bench. Huber shot, it's good. And 24-12, Prairie Grove leads, 6:15 to go in the first half. Brown is definitely not afraid to go towards the basket. She goes that way every time, and now Hips gives it up to Miller, back to Brown. Brown looking for the baseline. Now gives it up. That is Craze. And they're going to walk. That'll be a walk. You know, Craze is playing with 2 fouls. Ricker with 3 fouls. And she's still out. Ricker's still out there? Yeah, Ricker's still out. Brought the ball in. So here comes Hips, and they're going to get a foul. That's 3 on Barnett now. That's one thing when you play aggressive like Barnett does. And
Barnett with a foul.
Cappy Bryant coming into the game in place of Barnett.
You know, we haven't seen Greenland post anybody up and give them the ball. It's all been off the dribble or kick out for a 3-point shot. We haven't seen them go inside off the pass. They're really not looking to do that.
And now a nice pass and nice play there. I'm going to say Brown created that, drove to the hole.
She really did.
Then gave it up to Ricker, and Ricker draws the foul from, he gave it a Lumsargis?
Yes, they did. Well, you know, Barnett's on the bench. They couldn't have given it to her.
I thought it was Huber. I was all over there, so.
Yeah, you're right. Brown made that play. She made the defender show on her, and then the other girl was wide open underneath the basket for easy layup. Good execution there from the Lady Pirates.
Haley Fitz, she's driving, and I got to tell you, Derek, one of the things I like seeing a student section like Greenland's brought tonight, and an and one from Sargis, and that's going to be 4 on Ricker.
Is that you got Ricker on that?
Ricker
sure is.
She's got 4 fouls already, and coming in for Ricker is Anna Rogers. And actually, wait a minute. Rogers comes in for Hibbs. Hibbs, does she have any fouls?
Hibbs does not have any fouls.
I'm not going to question Coach Barton for playing her with 4.
Well,
now she comes in, number 44, Jenny Riggles.
Well, might as well. She's got 4 fouls.
Yeah.
Might as well leave her out. But you know, I've been in that situation before where you're down by 13 points and you're struggling. Should I leave somebody in? But I've never seen that with 4 fouls. I've always thought of that with 2 fouls in the first quarter. But
nice drive off the backboard. Caitlin Johnson. Tigers' biggest lead of the game has been 13. They lead by 11 now with 4:44 to go in the first half. Vince is back into the game after taking a fall earlier. That's a walk, yeah, absolutely.
Coach Proud does not seem to be pleased with our defense right now.
Rogers gets over to Riggles. Brown, she's guarded tight there by Bryant. Cappy did a nice job as, Brown was trying to take it to the hole, and she kept good position, stayed broke down, was able to keep her in front of her.
Well, and that's one thing that we've kind of become accustomed to is if you're not going to play good defense, you won't get any minutes on the floor. And so, yeah, she did a nice job there.
I think she did smart there. Once Huber was on the floor, didn't move. If I move, I'm going to get called for a walk.
Yeah, they already called that once here in the game, so she just stayed put.
Caitlin Johnson gets the ball in to Miller. Rogers at the top of the key, and Hibbs getting a little breather. They're going to call push off there by number 21, I believe, Bryant. Now the Lady Pirates are going to be in the 1-and-1. Mackenzie Brown can pull this within single digits. 3:45 to go in the first half. Brown makes the first one 27-17. And the second one on the way, it's good as well. And now another substitution. Caitlin Stoles in for Brown. So Coach Barton's starting to substitute a little now. He's played, I believe, 8-9 players now, so he's gone fairly deep.
Yeah, kind of had to with the foul trouble that they've been in. He's kind of been forced to. I don't know if that's typically something he's going to be able to do this year with his team, but tonight he's kind of forced to do that.
Prairie Grove, I believe, played 8 players, so Sargis at the top of the key. She gets it over to Bryant. Kathy Bryant for 3, no good. And they are going to call Huber for the foul. That's her second foul.
Yeah, a little bit of a touchy foul, I'd say, right there. But then again, you got to be smart, especially that far away from the basket. And when they're in the bonus, we can't really give them free shots like that. Plus, that's Huber's second foul, so she's going to have to go sit on the bench for a little while.
Coming in is the freshman, Abby Smith. I'm sorry, the sophomore, Abby Smith. And one-on-one miss by Rogers, and Beeks brings the ball down. Abby Smith with the ball. She's a lefty and she drives. Doesn't get the call there, and now Rogers with the rebound. She's going to bring it down. Nice defensive play by Kathy Bryant. Caitlin Stoles came in, and that was a nice defensive play by Bryant.
Well, and it was a really nice pass by the Greenland player, a little one-handed no-look pass there. But, yeah, Kathy Bryant just stood up and let her shoot the ball right into her hands there, and then we came away with it. Nice job by her.
Smith not afraid to shoot the three. No good. Down with a rebound comes Rogers. And Greenland's played well as Hips has sat on the bench, which is good for the Pirates, Lady Pirates. And there's an and one. Prairie Grove at one time was leading 27-14. It's now 27-20. And Rogers has a chance to complete the old-fashioned three-point play and bring this within 6.
Yeah, you can tell Greenland's got some talented players. They really do. And they're being really aggressive, getting a lot of free throw shots, staying in this game.
Rogers knocks 3, and they've pulled a 13. They've scored 7 unanswered points. From Sargis for 3, no good. Off, doesn't hit anything there.
Yeah, usually don't see that from her. Now Michelle's got to be smart too, because she also has 2 fouls. 2.5 minutes to play here. She's got to be smart.
Rogers, nice move. This ball didn't fall for her there. Kathy Bryant gets it over to Abby Smith. Riggle's going to be called for the foul. 1:56 to go in the first half. Tigers leading 27-21. Abby Smith gets a chance.
Abby's been really aggressive getting into the game. 3 out of the 4 trips down the floor, she's tried to force something to make something happen.
She makes the first shot. I believe Prairie Grove's in a double bonus now.
Yes.
Because no one
both
moved.
teams are. Yeah.
That ends the drought for the Tigers. Second one on the way. It's good as well. And now Prairie Grove back up to an 8-point lead. Largest lead of the game's been 13. 1:53 to go here in the first half. And Rogers has taken over for Hips as far as the leader on the floor for the Lady Pirates. And then she's going to be called for over the back, and that's going to be Rogers' 3rd foul. Are they called that? Yeah. That's 3 on Rogers.
Yep, they got her.
So Rogers with 3. Ricker with 4, Craze with 2, and Hips, who's on the bench, has no fouls. And don't know if she's hurt or just taking a breather.
Yeah, I don't really know what happened right there. Obviously, I guess she wasn't doing something that Coach Barton wanted her to be doing out on the floor, because he's kind of taking a gamble with some of the players out there on the floor that have some foul trouble.
Abby Smith misses the first of 2 free throws. 29-21, Lady Tigers lead.
You were talking about the Greenland student section. We kind of got cut off on that, but you don't see that a lot anymore.
Misses both. Yeah, I like to see that. It shows a lot of school spirit.
Yeah.
And a gym that Prairie Grove size, because it's a small gym, it makes it really loud.
It can make a big difference in the ball game, believe me.
Riggles looked like maybe she got away with a walk there, but. And now Kathy Bryant's going to pick up her 2nd foul as Caitlin Johnson took it strong down the baseline for the Lady Pirates. Caitlin Johnson at the line for the Pirates.
Well, you knew this game was going to be physical, just the style and the rivalry that we have with Greenland, and we've seen a lot of free throws here in the first half to kind of re-emphasize that point.
Johnson with the 2nd one on the way. She makes them both. 29-23. Sargis brings the ball down. Abby Smith driving. Sargis got it. That was a 2-pointer for Sargis, but 31-23. Sargis backed up like she thought she was closer to the three-point line than she was. Riggles looking for the baseline, and then Beeks picks up a foul. That's Beeks' first foul. Both teams in the double bonus, so.
You know, one thing that I've noticed playing Greenland in the past few years is you'd look up at the end of the game and they may have scored in the 20s. You can see offensively they're a much better team this year. They've already got 24 points. They're going to be able to score, it looks like, and the key probably will be their defense to see what kind of success they have this year in their conference.
Riggles makes the first of two. They had a Riggles on the boys team a couple years ago, I believe.
Yep, they sure did.
Tall young man, I believe.
About a 6'5" post player for them, really athletic kid.
Riggles makes them both, and making those free throws have helped Greenland stay in this game, and Sargis quickly brings the ball down, fits for three, no good.
Yeah, Greenland scoring a lot of points with the time stopped.
Now Riggles for three. That's going to be off the back of the rim. But Johnson comes down with the rebound. Riggles. Now here comes Brown. She's definitely not afraid to take it to the hole. Nice play by Captain Bryant. Nice anticipation. Nice anticipation and threw it away as she tried to get it to Fitz on the fast break.
Yeah, Fitz was open immediately, but then she hesitated just for about a second just to make sure, and then Greenland player did a nice job of getting in front of the ball and stealing it.
Sargis needs to be smart here. Nice defense there by Kathy Bryant, because she could have easily picked the foul. She stayed in her position.
That was an interesting end to the half, right?
Yeah, it was. Greenland fans not happy, thought they may have got a foul there at the end of the half.
And they're not going to give them the foul now. I don't think they're going to change their mind.
Coach Barton not pleased.
Yeah, and I don't really know what happened right there. I think Whitney Fitz thought the time had already expired, but she just kind of stopped on the play.
Well, we end the first half with the score, the Prairie Grove Lady Tigers 31, Greenland Lady Pirates 25. We'll take a commercial break and be back.
PG Telco, built on community, focused on sporting events associated with Prairie Grove Athletics on a website furnished and maintained by PG Telco. It means that the folks at PG Telco have an interest in you, your kids, your school, and your community. And they're focused on progress. They're committed to bringing you the very latest in technology for your home or your office. For telephone, internet, long distance, or direct TV, think PG Telco. Built on community, focused on progress. Where in Prairie Grove can you go to get your gas, grab a tank of propane, a bag of ice, your favorite snack, and a soda drink, have your breakfast or lunch prepared fresh, made to order, wash that down with your favorite drink, and follow that with a hand-dipped ice cream? There's only one place that I know of that comes close to all of that in Prairie Grove. Locally owned and operated, it has to be Frederick's One Stop. And did I mention the coffee breaks in the afternoon where all the world's problems are solved? Only at Frederick's One Stop. Proud to be sponsors of Prairie Grove Tiger Athletics. What does it take to win a President's Award from Ford? It takes hard work. It takes dedication and teamwork. A lot of the same ingredients that every single coach looks for to build a championship team. Well, Lewis Ford won the President's Award because they delivered award-winning service before, during, and after each and every sale. That's the standard that's been set at all Lewis dealerships. Whether it's Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, or Jeep, Lewis Automotive is delivering award-winning service since 1947. Lewis Automotive says, "Go Tigers!" How do you tell someone that they're special?
Flowers and friends.
How do you tell someone that they're loved?
Flowers and friends.
How do you tell someone happy anniversary?
Flowers and friends.
And how do you express your deepest sympathy?
Flowers and friends.
In Prairie Grove, when your message needs to be expressed with flowers, be it fresh-cut flowers or one-of-a-kind silk arrangement, think Flowers and Friends or drop by 114 East Buchanan, or you can call them at 846-2137. Flowers and Friends, flowers, gifts, and more with that hometown touch. There's been a Davis at the counter of Sterling Drugs since before most of us were born. As a matter of fact, Sterling Drugs been at the same location in Prairie Grove since 1918. And while a lot has changed in the medical field, quality customer care is not one of them at Sterling Drug. You'll find the latest in all prescriptions explained to you by Gary Davis. He's been doing it for nearly 30 years. As a matter of fact, Gary's only going to charge you for the medication. His experience, he's going to throw that in for free. Keeping you healthy since 1918. Sterling Drug, 125 East Buchanan in Prairie Grove. Proud sponsors of Prairie Grove Athletics. Ozark Delight Lollipops are America's #1 fundraising lollipop. We produce our lollipops the old-fashioned way in small batches, ensuring flavor intensity to the last lick. Mass-produced, machine-made lollipops are simply inferior, and you and your customers can taste the difference. From the production to customer service to everything in between, Ozark's Delight does it right. So whether you're ordering for the next fundraising project or just need some of your favorite flavors, we're here to help. Click our website, ozarkdelight.com, or call us toll-free at 1-800-334-8991. PG Telco is the proud sponsor of PGTigersOnline.com, where you can find out all the very latest of what's going on with all the sports teams right here in Prairie Grove. But PG Telco is more, a lot more. They offer phone, internet, long-distance services, and bundles, making it all affordable. And that includes DirecTV. For your home or office, staying connected to the fast-paced world is as easy as calling PG Telco. Call 846-7200. That's 846-7200. PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress.
With you in a couple minutes here before we start the second half, Derek, and let's go through some stats here in the first half. What do we look like?
Well, Michelle Lumsargis is leading the way for the Lady Tigers. She's off to a really good start offensively. Got 2 fouls, so she's going to have to be careful. But she's got 14 points, and then Huber's got 9 points, and she also has 2 fouls. Whitney Fitz with 6 points, and then Abby Smith came in and hit a couple of free throws. She's got 2 points also. And then Greenland, we look at them, and they've got 7 girls that have scored for them, and their scoring is a little more distributed evenly than ours is right now. But Johnson with 7, Rogers with 5, Hips with 4, Miller with 3, and then Ricker, Brown, and Riggles each have 2. But the story of the first half, I think, is foul trouble for both teams, and Greenland seems to be in a little bit of a bind than we are. And, a very physical first half. Both teams put up a lot of points. Both teams shot a lot of free throws. I think it's going to be a very intense second half, especially the way that first half ended.
Well, you may want to let the audience know just who's in foul trouble for Greenland and for the Tigers.
Sure, that the ones that stand out are for Greenland, Ricker has 4, Rogers has 3, and then Craze has 2, and all 3 of those players are starters for them. And then for the Lady Tigers, Barnett, who is a starter, she has 3 fouls. Lumsargis, Cappy Bryant, and Justine Huber each have 2 fouls. And Bryant comes in off the bench, gave us some good minutes, kind of filling in for when Huber and Barnett had to go out of the game. Huber, Lumsargis, and Barnett, really important for the Lady Tigers to keep them out on the floor so they can play a lot of minutes in this second half, because I think it's going to be a pretty competitive half.
Well, Prairie Grove led at one time, 27-14. That was the largest lead. Since that time, the Lady Pirates have outscored the Lady Tigers 11-4 and have pulled this thing within 31-25.
And it's a lot easier for us to score when Huber's out on the floor. Even if it's not Huber doing the scoring, she opens up so many things for other players to get shots. So that was a key when she went out of the game. Kind of our offense slowed down a lot.
One of the things that, from a production standpoint, I noticed we have little different measures on sound. And in the basketball games are just so much louder than the football games because you're so enclosed. And Prairie Grove's gym, a lot like Lincoln's, it's very tight, very closed in. So I feel like I'm screaming on this thing.
And we've got a lot of people around us too.
All right, we start the second half. Lady Tigers lead 31-25. Lamsargas for three, no good. And the second time tonight, she's come up with an off-mark shot there. Praise, now it's Hips is back in the game. Hips sat about 5 minutes in the second quarter with no fouls, so.
Yeah, she should be fresh coming in this third quarter.
She takes it to the baseline and now gives it up and then back to Hips. Lamsargas needs to be careful there. Wow, and that is Holland Craze. And now she's pulled the Lady Pirates within three. It's 31-28.
Yeah, and it's interesting here, Lynn. I don't know if you noticed, but Haley Fitz is starting the third quarter. Coach Proud electing to keep Brooke Barnett on the bench, maybe try to conserve her, save her from getting that fourth foul early in the third quarter.
Lamsargas looking inside for Huber. They're double teaming Huber down in there. Now Huber lead pass. Nice play there. Huber, nice pass there from Lamsargas. 33-28. 6:35 to go here in the third quarter. And Lady Pirate, Brown up with a shot, no good. And now Brown's going to be called with a foul. A little bit of probably a frustration foul. Went up strong, didn't get the call, and then turns right around and fouls Huber.
Yeah, and right there you can tell Coach Proud trying to speed up the pace of the game. He sent a defender on the ball to set a trap on the ball and try to speed Greenland up into making a turnover. And fortunately, they kind of took a bad shot there. We got the rebound, and they got the foul, so nice job there.
Whitney Fitz all along for three, no good. Rebound was Johnson. She gives it up to Hips. Hips brings it up. She's going to try it. Now back to Johnson. Craze was wanting another three. Johnson back to Craze for another three. This time it's good again. And Craze has closed the lead. Prairie Grove once up 13, now only up by 2.
You know, Craze didn't score in that first half, and she's come out pretty hot this second half.
Haley Fitz is going to be called for a walk. And now Greenland with a chance to tie or take the lead.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem, just from watching the game, you know, we thought we were pretty much in control of it. Greenland was still playing good. We noticed that at the end of the first quarter. They were just down and not hitting shots, and they're right back in it. We got a ball game now.
Craze is hot. She takes another three. This time she's off, but gets the rebound there by Shadrick. Now Brown, she's driving, she's looking, garners a beat. Craze again for three after making 2 in a row. Greenland doing a nice job on the boards.
Greenland's going to take a timeout, I think, Lynn.
Greenland got, 3 or 4 chances there, and Craze was feeling the hot hand after making 2 threes in a row. This is the last 2 threes, but her team's able to get the rebounds.
Well, and you can really tell when Brooke Barnett is out of the game, that's where we do miss her. It's on the defensive rebounding.
Or you might want to get there yet.
Yeah, they got 4 shots right there. With probably looks to be their best shooter from the outside. She got 2 or 3 open looks on that one trip.
Craze is playing with 2 fouls, so she's now, as we move through the game, that not as critical now with 2, where she had 2 early in the game.
Yeah, picked those up, and those could have gotten her off of her rhythm there early in the game, but she kind of settled down and hit a couple shots on us. We're going to have to just know where she is at all times and defend her, close her out the right way.
Jake just played job talking. I don't
flashback.
He should be penalized for that. Okay, it's Greenland with the ball. It's Brown, looks inside, and Craze has tied the ball game, and Craze has been the player for Greenland here in the second half.
She went inside, and she has a really biggest size advantage on
And now Beeks misses, and
go ahead. Let's see if Fitz is still guarding Craze down on this end. She is.
they're going to call a foul there. Going to be called, I believe, on number 33. That is Perry Hester. I'm sorry, 23, Caitlin Johnson. 2 fouls on Johnson. 33 all. Tigers led at one time by 13. Haley Fitz thought about the 3, pulled it back down, gets it inside. Out to Sargis for 3, no good. And now Shadrick gets a nice rebound, falls down, gets called for the travel.
I guess they're going to say that her knee hit the ground before the ball had come out.
There you go, Huber hits the jumper. 35-33. Craze has been and one. Caitlin Johnson takes it right into the face of the much taller Huber. Huber's going to pick up her 3rd foul.
Yeah, Greenland has been really aggressive. And I kind of thought Justine just stood there with her hands up. She may have got a little arm on that.
The Pirates, I think that's their first lead of the night.
Right,
so
yeah,
36-35, it comes with 3:46 to go in the 3rd quarter, and the Tigers have cooled off dramatically. Now Beeks drives all the way. He's going to get the foul. Lacey Beeks, she's a sophomore. She played all last year. Mostly came in as the 6th player a lot, but she got a lot of playing time, and this is the first free throw.
And
We've missed a few free throws tonight.
Yes, we have. I don't remember Lacey taking a shot yet so far, so that's kind of her first look at the basket tonight.
Gets 1 of 2, and we're tied back up 36-36, 3:35 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Looking inside, and Haley Fitz is going to be called for pushing Shadrick.
Yeah, that was a miscommunication. I don't know if you saw it. We came down and nobody was guarding the Greenland player right underneath the basket. We were a little bit late reacting there. We ended up picking up the foul.
That's Haley's first foul, so 2nd team foul here in the 2nd half. Now Sargis picks up her 3rd foul. Now the Tigers all of a sudden are in a little bit of foul trouble themselves.
Yeah, let's see if Coach Proud, I guess he's going to stick with Sargis. And, you know, she played that 2nd quarter with 2 fouls for a lot of minutes, so she's a smart player. She's a senior. She'll be able to handle this.
Got to be careful here. She's got Craze. Craze is on fire, and now with 3 threes here in the 3rd quarter, Greenland takes a 39-36 lead. They got the score backwards there. 39-36.
That's what happens when you put a football coach on the scoreboard over there.
Sargis now all alone. She drives all the way in, no good. She's got a tall order in guard and hips. Hips is aggressive with the ball, and that she's got to be in good position.
Well, you can tell right now, the Lady Tigers, we're afraid to help off on any of their shooters because every time we do, it seems like they hit a 3-point shot on us.
And Fitz takes the ball strong to the hole, but Greenland has just been extremely aggressive here in the 3rd quarter, and they've taken a 5-point lead.
You know, on that last drive, that Craze hit the 3-point shot. Haley Fitz had to come off of her girl to help on the drive, and then they just kicked it right out to Craze, and we couldn't recover in time. We definitely, and she's got 11 points all in the 3rd quarter, so we got to stick with her and quit helping so much. But then our other girls are just going to have to stay in front of their man and keep them in front of them.
Haley Fitz makes 1 of 2 free throws. We're making like 1 out of every 2 every time we go to the line. Craze again being aggressive. She feeds. Nice pass to Caitlin Johnson, and now the Lady Pirates are up by 6, their largest margin of the game.
Yeah, this is a little bit of a danger zone right here for the Lady Tigers. We got to weather the
Captain
storm.
Ryan, that's way off, and now, whoa. They're going to give her 2 shots on that?
I guess so. Yeah, I guess they thought she was in the act, but it sure looked like it was on the floor to me. Kind of be anxious to see right here, Lynn. Down 6, 2 minutes left. If Coach Prairie will stick with Huber over on the bench, try to get her to the 4th quarter, or he may think if it's starting to get a little bit too far away from us, he may bring her back in the ball game and take the chance.
Well, I tell you what we've missed. You mentioned it earlier. We've missed Brooke Barnett getting the loose balls. They've had the Lady Pirates have had several second and third chances here in the 3rd quarter. Of course, Craze has been crazy with the with shooting the 3, and I believe she's 3 for 5 from 3-point here in the 3rd. Now the Lady Pirates can stretch this out to 8 points. Caitlin Johnson in, first shot on the way. It's off the back of the rim.
Yeah, we've got 3 starters over on the bench with foul trouble.
And 1 starter in the game with foul trouble.
Yes.
So where Greenland had the foul trouble to start with, misses 2. That was a big break for the Lady Tigers. And now I got to tell you, even though that went in favor of the Tigers, there's a lot of touchy fouls here tonight. I'll tell you, that's why there's so many fouls here tonight.
Right. Yep, it's been a little ticky-tack here. And now you can see with Huber out of the game, Greenland is not going to be afraid to press us. This is the first time we've seen this all night.
Sargis for 3, gets it partially blocked. That was Craze. Down to 1:42 to go here in the 3rd quarter, and this quarter's been all Lady Pirates.
Greenland knows that Michelle right now is our best scoring threat on the floor, and they're not going to let her get anything open, it doesn't look like.
Now Brown for 3, no good. That's going to go in favor of the Lady Tigers. Knocked away there. I think that was Craze that knocked it out of bounds. 1:16 to go here in the 3rd. Lady Pirates leading 43-37. Tigers needs a couple baskets here.
Yeah, we do. We need somebody.
It's all alone for 3. Bottom. There we go. We needed that. 43-40.
Well, and I don't know how they leave her open. We just talked about it. She's our best scoring threat. If there's one player on the floor right now for the Tigers you can't leave open, that's her. That was a big shot there to get us back into 3.
Sargis is now guarding Craze. Oh my gosh, wide open there. Mix up there on the defense. Caitlin Johnson was left kind of alone there. 45-40. Sargis. Now Abby Smith. Abby Smith may have got away with a walk, and nice rebound there by Beach. She's going to get the foul. Sargis was all alone there, Derek.
I missed it, Lynn. I was actually watching the ball right there. They left her alone again, and I know that's not in the game plan.
This is again, we're hitting only one. The last 3 times down, we've given up. When we go to the free throw line, that's 3 points. Now she hits 1 of 2, 45-41. That foul was on number 25, Brown. That's her 4th. Ricker's got 4. Craze, I wish I could say Craze with 4, but it's Craze with 2. 45-41. It looks like Coach Stroud definitely going to leave those starters on the bench and go to the 4th quarter.
Yep, and we're still in the ball game, so probably a good move. We'll see if the risk can pay off for us.
Don't leave Craze alone. Fitz ball. Craze is going to be called for a walk.
Yeah, we're going to have a chance here to get the last shot. 10 seconds left. down
be good
by
to pull
4.
this in within 2 and then really get into a fourth quarter battle here.
Because even though we're in foul trouble, I still think they're in worse shape, and that may come into play in the fourth quarter.
And, foul there. That is Prairie. That's her third foul. And now Abby Smith at the line. Tigers have, the last 3 times have gone 1 for 2, each time at the free throw line.
Yeah, it'd be nice for us for Abby to step up and hit 2 shots here. She's played a pretty confident game. I mean, she's played aggressively.
First one on the way, it's off the rim, and again, Tigers struggling from the free throw line here in the second half. I would say we're at 50% at best in the second half.
Yeah.
Smith to pull in 3. This one is good.
There we go.
Don't foul.
Oh, my.
We are lucky right there.
We are really lucky. I thought we kind of shoved her.
I know we can be homers a little bit on this thing, but I'm telling you, we pushed off right there.
And out of all the fouls that have been called tonight, they don't call that one. So.
Well, we're at the end of the third quarter. Lady Pirates 45, Lady Tigers 42. We'll be back for the fourth quarter after this.
Where in Prairie Grove can you go to get your gas, grab a tank of propane, a bag of ice, your favorite snack, and a soda drink, have your breakfast or lunch prepared fresh, made to order, wash that down with your favorite drink, and follow that with a hand-dipped ice cream? There's only one place that I know of that comes close to all of that in Prairie Grove. Locally owned and operated, it has to be Frederick's One Stop. And did I mention the coffee breaks in the afternoon where all the world's problems are solved? Only at Frederick's One Stop. Proud to be sponsors of Prairie Grove Tiger Athletics.
Well, we're back for the fourth and final quarter. Well, Derek, what do you think? Coach Frow's strategy will be here in the final quarter?
Well, I think he kind of sent a message that third quarter. He said, I think the team's going to stay in the game. I'm going to keep my starters over here with 3 fouls. Meanwhile, Greenland kind of took the opposite approach. They left some players in there. They got their 4th foul, and then they came out of the game. So if we can get them into a little more foul trouble, get some of those players out of the game, and plus keep our girls into the game that only had 3 fouls, I think we're going to be okay. But yeah, the scoring has really just slowed down for us. That quarter, Greenland only had 2 players score, but they scored 20 points for them.
Hips takes it strong to the hole, 47-42. The Tigers now with all 5 starters in the game. Beeks over to Huber. Huber's going to take the baseline, drives, no good. And Huber, you see who got the tip there was Barnett.
Yeah, she's back in the game for the first time in the second half and immediately makes something happen for us, and a nice job by Justine to stick him with it.
Oh my gosh, all along is Prairie. Prairie was left by herself. Biggs up there. Coach Brown not happy with that at all. Now, Huber drives strong to the hole. No good. Gets her own rebound and going to be fouled by number 3. That's Morgan Miller. That should be a 1-and-1 there. 1-and-1 there.
Yep, there we go.
That's Miller's first. Prairie Grove in the bonus. Well, we need free throws now.
Yes, we do. We definitely need to make sure we know who's guarding Craze on the other end of the floor, because that was just, that was too easy for her.
Huber makes the first one. The 4 free throws we miss right now, the difference, in the third quarter. And on the opposite end, Greenland did a nice job of scoring. I think they made a couple free throws there in the third. Well, here we go, and now Huber makes them both and pulls the Tigers within 3.
That's the first time tonight we've hit both free throws, stepping up to the line.
I think Abby
Smith
hit earlier.
Yeah.
Fitz guarding Hips. There's Craze. She's been most of the offense for Greenland here in the second half. Looks like Greenland's slowed it down a little bit. Cross court. Miller back to Hips. 6:35 to go in the game. Hips to the jumper, and that's a nice jumper. 51-46.
And and they were patient on that offensive trip. They moved the ball from the left side to the right side, back to the right side, and then to the left side. Nice mid-range jumper right there by Hibbs.
Sargis for three, no good. Nice, that was a nice rebound there by the Lady Pirates. And the Lady Pirates can be patient now.
Yeah, I was going to say, if they were patient that previous trip, they're for sure going to be patient now.
Now it's going to be Miller, no good. Walk. There we go. Well,
we'll take it. Same difference. And you can see Greenland, with our starters back in the game, they've backed up their full court pressure.
Wow. Nice play there by Johnson. Caitlin Johnson anticipated that pass, almost close to going off the fingertips of Beeks. Now, Huber's gotten very aggressive going to the hole.
She has. There we go, Justine.
And I think Coach Frauman said, when you get it, you take it, because she's taking it inside each time. Yeah, now with an opportunity to complete the old-fashioned three-pointer. Praise with her fourth foul.
Fourth foul, that's big. A lot of time still left in the ballgame.
And now Huber brings the Tigers back within 2 points. Now they can be aggressive and go to the hole with Praise with 4, Rickers with 4, Brown with 4.
Yeah, we need to really take advantage of that.
Hibbs is aggressive, taking the ball, and she pulls it back out. That going off the knee. Oh! Am I wrong? It went off the knee there.
You're right about that one, man. You're right about that one. That one sure did go off of her knee.
Mackenzie Brown back in, playing with 4 fouls. 5 minutes, 18 seconds. The Lady Pirates lead 51-49.
You know what the problem was? The ref was too close to that.
Nice play there by Hibbs. That was good defense coming over with the help there from Barnett, from Sargis. Oh. Now Huber draws. She's going to be fouled.
Yeah, you know, that third quarter was all Holland, Craze, and Johnson scored for Greenland. And now in the fourth quarter, it's all been Hibbs. You know, she's really taken it upon herself to be aggressive and try to score on their end.
Well, Hibbs only had 4 at half, and now she's got 6 here. And now Huber.
Yeah, Huber's starting to take over this game. If we can get some stops on the defensive end, we're going to be in pretty good shape because they don't have a matchup for Justine.
53-51. Huber has been perfect from the line here in the fourth quarter. 53-51. Lady Tigers trail just under 5 minutes to go in the game. I think Barnett's going to be called with the foul.
Yeah, I think so too.
Now Barnett with 4 fouls.
And this has just not been a typical game for Brooks. She's been taken out because she's a physical player, and they've gotten her on the fouls. She's been in foul trouble all night. Now that's really hurting her aggressiveness.
Well, she definitely came down the rebound there, and Sargis. Now the Tigers got a chance to tie this up. Be smart with the ball, ladies. There's Sargis wide open for a 3. No good. Sargis may have rushed out a tad. Now Hibbs with the ball. Yeah, Sargis looked like she rushed that shot just a bit. She was so open, she couldn't wait.
So open, yeah. She had plenty of time right there. But then again, sometimes when you think about it too much, you don't hit the shot. So, yeah, that's a good look. We can live with that look every time.
Brown, and now Hibbs. Hibbs, great ball handler is Hibbs.
Yeah, really good job of Whitney Fisk just staying in front of her, keeping in front of her.
Now it's Johnson. Nice job there by Johnson. We played good defense there. Now Huber's just going to take it all the way to the hole, and she's going to be fouled on the floor, but that's going to be double bonus anyway, so Tigers will get 2 shots here.
You know, every time, that's 5 fouls on Brown right there, Lynn.
Brown Brown has played an excellent game, and I don't know, she's just got a couple points.
Yep.
But her penetration has set up a lot for the other team tonight.
She's been really aggressive. Every time she's got the ball, she's looking to put her head down and go to the lane, try to make something happen, either for herself or for somebody else. She's made a lot of nice decisions, a lot of good passes out to her teammates. That could be a big loss for her, for their team, actually.
Hips is playing. Hips has got, no fouls tonight?
No fouls. She played a really good game, too.
And it's if you kind of think about, Derek, what you had mentioned earlier, how we said, okay, we're going to put our starting five in to go with them in the fourth. He sat Hips a lot in the first half, and now, he got a great third quarter out of Prairie, and now in the fourth quarter, Hips has been the player.
Yeah, she has. She's really stepped up, and one thing that's changed, too, we've seen our girls play a lot of games. How many points off turnovers do we have tonight?
Yeah,
I can't even think of one basket that we've gotten off of a turnover. That's really a staple of our defense and who we are. Greenland's just done a nice job of taking that aspect of the game away from us.
Well, we hadn't been with all the fouls. We hadn't been putting the normal pressure that we put on.
Yep.
There is Huber misses her first free throw of the fourth quarter. 55-51, 3:51. So we're getting down to crunch time here, Derek.
Yeah, we are.
Keep thinking here, hey, we're going to get over the hump. Huber makes the second. Down by 3, the Lady Tigers. And now here's that pressure we talked about. Well, Sargis gets away with a hold there. You knew that was coming.
Yeah.
Sargis now with her fourth foul.
The only thing good about that is they're not going to be shooting free throws off that foul, but the next one they will be shooting one-on-ones. Oh, goodness.
3 seconds there. It looks like she got out just in time. Well, they can take their time, Derek. They're down to 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Sargis has to be very careful now.
Yeah, if you watch them, every time they get the ball, they're looking to attack the basket, try to make something happen. Here goes Hips again.
So there's going to be a foul on the floor. That's going to be, I think is that Ricker? It's Ricker's last foul, so she's going to be out of the game as well. And Huber's going to go down to the line. I don't know, is it going to be Huber or going to be Beeks taking the shot?
Looks like it's going to be Beeks. Yep.
Well, Beeks needs to knock these down. That'll pull the Lady Tigers within 1. We're down to 2:59 to go.
It's actually going to be Huber.
Oh, it is Huber to line. Okay.
I thought they were pointing to Lacey to go up there and shoot the shots. Ricker did a pretty good job. She picked up 4 fouls in the second quarter, and then she sat, but she played the entire third quarter and then a lot of this fourth quarter without picking up that 5th foul. So that could be another big loss for them. Now we've got 2 starters out for Greenland, and maybe the strategy of keeping our girls, safe and out of foul trouble that third quarter, maybe that'll come back to help us and get us over the hump here at the end of the game.
Well, whoever Craze is guarding, I'd go at her right now. There's Huber. She's going to go. Oh, she's got that one. 55-53. Huber can pull the Lady Tigers within 1. Remind those watching, the Lady Tigers were up 13 at one time. And the second one gets a little shooter's roll.
Lynn, Justine's got 16 points in the second half.
Oh. Lady Tigers have to be careful. We're down to 2 minutes, 45 seconds. Miller with the ball, guarded by Huber. All alone is Craze from the 3. No good. Barnett. And now the foul is going to be on Morgan Miller. There's where we missed Barnett in the third quarter.
Yep, we missed 8 solid minutes of those rebounds from her.
Well, now she's going to go to the line, and
we kind of dodged a bullet there too, because Craze was wide open there in the corner. That shot, I thought it was in when she let it go, but a little bit fortunate there. Now let's hit some free throws and retake the lead.
Barnett, 55-54. Need at least 1, if not both, but definitely need to get 1 here. Barnett with the first one on the way. That's going to be no good.
And I I don't know if Brooke has taken a shot all night. That may have been the first time she's actually shot the ball tonight.
Off the back of the rim there, but Brooke Barnett went after, tried to get her own rebound there. Now the Lady Tigers put it on the full court pressure.
You've got to be smart. Don't foul right here, because a foul will put Greenland at the free throw line. We don't want to do that. We want to make them earn shots, earn baskets. That would have been earning one right there if she would have hit that.
Pull it back out. Brown calls the timeout very wisely there.
Clutch timeout right there. It saved us a possession, I think.
What happened there as Rogers was taking it to the hole that time, she had nothing to do but shoot the ball. She had no other option.
Yeah, no other players inside. It didn't look like, so all she had was a 6-foot post player coming at her with about a 6'4" wingspan. She did a pretty good job just to get the ball to the rim, I'd say.
Coach Mark having words there with official.
And where do we go right here, Lynn? Down one.
Oh, you got to go.
Huber time.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
I would say before any shot goes up, Huber will touch the ball. That's my bold prediction for the night.
Huber, as you mentioned, with how many points? 16 points in the second half. She touches the ball, as you well predicted.
Now let's see if we get it back to her.
Now they're kind of spreading it out, letting Huber's going to take one-on-one, and that's crazy. Lamsargas. Now Huber with the ball again.
Justine really needs to attack her, make Craze make a decision here.
And Huber gives the Lady Tigers the lead, and they haven't had the lead for quite some time.
That's right.
56-55, 1 minute, 39 seconds to go here. Rogers, Miller with the ball, now Hips. Hips has been the aggressor here in the fourth quarter.
You know, Whitney Fitz really overplaying Hips to the left there.
Both players fall there. Oh, no! Oh, no, no, no!
I think you disagreed with that call, Lynn.
Oh my gosh.
As did I.
That was... They would get her a shooting foul.
Yeah,
as well. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I thought Lacey did a really good job of just stepping over, putting her hands up.
Oh, so yeah,
the girl shot into her.
Shot into her hands. Yeah. I didn't even see any contact on that one. Now, trust me, I've seen enough contacts and maybe it makes it up, but my gosh. That's Whitney Fitz down, and she's not putting any pressure on that right knee.
I don't know if it's a knee or ankle. Hard to tell. I don't know if she came down on it wrong or she got hit by somebody else, but Haley don't like to see that.
Haley Fitz, her cousin, will come in. Haley is good in the foul department, though. That's a 123, though. With that much time, fouls are really not as big of a deal unless you go into overtime.
Right. You know, Miller right here, she's got 3 points on the night. She hit a 3-point shot, so I'm assuming she's going to be a pretty good free throw shooter, but she's just shooting 1-1.
Is she shooting a 1-1?
Oh, I think you're right. They did call it a shooting foul. Yep, you're right.
And this one is, there we go, doubled out, so Prairie Grove will at worst be at a tie. And with 123, does Coach Ralph think about running it down? Or
you know, I've seen him do it before, Lynn, haven't you? Nothing would surprise me here, but yeah, I think he's going to be patient, take a shot if we get it, but if not, he's not afraid to milk it a little bit.
Full timeout here by Coach Barton, and now we're tied up at 56, 123 to go. Let's take a timeout. We'll be back after these messages.
PG Telco is the proud sponsor of PGTigersOnline.com, where you can find out all the very latest of what's going on with all the sports teams right here in Prairie Grove. But PG Telco is more, a lot more. They offer phone, internet, long-distance services, and bundles, making it all affordable. And that includes DirecTV. For your home or office, staying connected to the fast-paced world is as easy as calling PG Telco. Call 846-7200. That's 846-7200. PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress. All
right, we're back with you for the last 1 minute 23 seconds, unless we decide to go to a little overtime here.
Well, you know, we're getting shorter to boys' games, so a little free basketball wouldn't be the worst thing. I was kind of looking forward to seeing two high school games tonight. So if we play a little extra, it wouldn't hurt my feelings. Now, if I was coaching the ball game, you don't want to see those overtimes.
Well, a little surprise here, and now they're going to let Prairie bring it down, and you wonder if Sargis brings the ball down. Barnett, go over here and give her some help. Beeks with the ball. We're getting close to the minute mark.
Greenland's kind of daring Barnett to shoot the ball. They're kind of leaving her open.
But they are packed down on
Yes,
Huber.
they are.
Coach Frow begging, absolutely begging for a timeout over there.
Please look at me. Please look at me, referee.
Because I think his voice is going, because he was doing quite a bit of yelling in the junior high game earlier.
Yeah. His voice is not mid-season form. It usually takes him a few weeks, a few ball games to get into that mode. So yes, he's got to build that up.
Well, Derek, while we're on a break here, yes, we want to congratulate our high school boys football team on an excellent football season. Made it to the second round of the playoffs. Good to get back to the playoffs. Ran into a buzzsaw down in Malvern the other night, but good season. Got a lot of guys back. Going to miss guys like Schrock and Kurt Singer, some of those players. Doug, absolutely.
But yeah, I think the future, we've got some good players coming up, and they're going to be fun to watch next year again too.
Well, 58 seconds to go here, and Sargis is going to take it in the back court. Down to 55 seconds.
And Holland Craze is still guarding Huber. She's still got 4 fouls. If we can get her the ball, I think she's going to have a good chance to score.
Well, it looks like the Lady Tigers are going to be... Huber's going to take it out top, up high. And now he's going to clear it out. Haley Fitz for three. Bottom! There we go! Whoa! Haley Fitz hits a big shot there. And now Craig for three. No good. Huber with the rebound. 23 seconds to go. We're down to 20. Now Huber.
Yeah, they got a foul. They're going to have
a foul. Now, I'm surprised there's no foul.
What are they doing?
Why were there no fouls?
I have no idea. But you know, we got that ball with 28 seconds left. So 22 seconds have come off the clock, and they still haven't fouled. We call a timeout right there.
Why would they not foul?
I have no idea. I have no idea unless they didn't know the situation, the score of the game. Maybe they thought it was a tie ball game, but
let's credit Haley Fitz there, because I'll tell you, Derek, they were like, if someone's going to beat us, it's not going to be Huber. They were all over her, packed down. She got it up top. They took 2 or 3 people. Yeah. And you saw Haley like, I'm wide open. I got to take the shot.
No hesitation. I mean, she just caught it and shot it. Nice shot right there. Probably the biggest shot of her young career so far.
Well, if you talk about steak and shake player of the game, you know, you look at Huber and she definitely got us back, but if that game winning shot, so we'll take a quick break here in a minute. We'll make an announcement.
Okay. So yeah, Greenland's got to foul immediately if they're going to have any chance, or get a steal right here. We've got to be smart with this inbounds pass. They are still not going to foul, Lynn. That's unbelievable.
I'm not quite sure about that. Let's take a quick break. We'll come back and go through the stats. Brought to you by Ozark Delight Candy.
Ozark Delight Lollipop. #1 fundraising lollipop. We produce our lollipops the old-fashioned way in small batches, ensuring flavor intensity to the last lick. Mass-produced, machine-made lollipops are simply inferior, and you and your customers can taste the difference. From the production to customer service to everything in between, Ozark's Delight does it right. So whether you're ordering for the next fundraising project or just need some of your favorite flavors, we're here to help. Click our website, ozarkdelight.com, or call us toll-free at 1-800-334-8991.
Well, we're back with you for our post-game. Derek, you'll turn around here. We got the camera here. There we go. Well, if you're still with us, our steak and shake play of the game, we're going to give it to Haley Fitz. Haley hit the game-winning shot with about 30 seconds to go, and big shot for the junior. She's a reserve, and that was a big shot. Definitely give some props also to Justine Huber for the way that she played to bring us back into the game. Well, Derek, let's go through the stats, and we'll talk about the next time that we're going to come to you broadcast.
Okay, sounds good, Lynn. We'll start off with the Greenland Lady Pirates. Johnson had 18 points. She led them in scoring. Holland Craze got hot in the third quarter. In the fourth quarter, she had 13 points. Hips with 10, and then Rogers with 5. Ricker, Brown, Riggles with 2, and then Miller had 4 points in the ball game for them. But Greenland kind of got into foul trouble early in the game, and then that continued in the third and fourth quarter. And Coach Brown's strategy kind of paid off with saving Huber, Barnett, Lumsargas. We didn't have any girls foul out, and they had 2 or 3 girls foul out. So that was a big difference in the ball game. And then, like you said, Lynn, Huber, 27 points. She had 9 at halftime, 18 in the second half. Played through some foul trouble. Great job by her. Lumsargas, 17 points. She had a really good night offensively, too. And then Whitney Fitz with 6. Abby Smith with 3, Lacey Beeks with 2, and as you said, Haley Fitz had 4 points, but 3 of those were the biggest points in the ball game. So.
Absolutely. Well, we'll come to you next time. It'll be from Huntsville. It'll be loud there.
Yes, it will.
It's always fun when the Eagles and the Pirates Eagles and the Tigers get together. Well, that's it for tonight. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I'm Lynn Gregson. This is Derek Dugan. We'll see you next Tuesday from Huntsville. Thank you and have a great night.